Hi everybody, Laura Basson here. Today I'm joining Mama Elephant for my design series post. Today I'm highlighting the new Bountiful Blessing stamp set. This is a really great stamp set. It's got really pretty scrolly sentiments. It's really cute. It's got some fun little tiny flower images that I'm going to show you how to use. So I'm going to start off by inking up one of the sentiments, and I'm using my T-square ruler. You can see it's been cracked on the side. That was my fault. I accidentally shut it in the drawer and I wasn't being careful. But anyway, I've been using this T-square ruler. It helps me to get my sentiments straight lately. Well, not lately, ever since the beginning of time. I've been stamping them crooked and I waste so much cardstock. And so the T-square ruler really helps me to really make sure I'm getting my sentiments cut straight. Now I took a piece of Post-it, a Post-it note, and I die cut that with a 2-inch circle die. You could use a 2-inch circle punch, that'd be even quicker, but now I'm using all these little flower images that might have gone unnoticed, but you can really use those. I'm going to use those and stamp around my masked area just randomly. I'm starting with Bubblegum. This is one of the Mama Elephant pigment inks. I used almost every one of the colors on this project. They're great colors. I think there's 12 total. I didn't use every single one, but I used almost all of them. This first one, Bubblegum, and I'm just kind of randomly stamping. I'm trying to concentrate a little bit more towards the Post-it and overlap my images so that half of it's on the Post-it, half of it's on the card front, so that when you remove the mask, that circle area is well defined and it frames the sentiment nicely. In the end, it ends up looking like a wreath, which is really pretty. And I love that you can get some mileage out of this stamp set by using these tiny little images that probably would most likely get overlooked, and you think they're so small, what am I going to do with these little tiny flowers and dots? But you can really create some fun designs with them when you cluster them together and do something like this, for example. And it's really pretty. I love flowers. I wish I had them outside. I always run through the neighborhood, and there's certain houses. You ever go through your neighborhood, and there's certain houses that are so pretty with their flowers right now. They just know how to landscape them, and they know how to cluster them together. And I always drool over that and wish I had it, and I just don't. But you can't be good at everything, right? And flowers just haven't been my forte so far. Maybe it's just I'm so busy with all these kids and everything. I haven't really taken time to get big pots and go and do that every year, but I really think it's pretty. One day I'm going to do that. But until then, I'll just stamp my flowers on my cards, and, and that'll have to do. Okay, so now once we take that Post-it off, you can see what's left, like a wreath image that's framing the sentiment. And now I'm taking a little pencil and marking 2 little center lines. These will act as a guide for me now that I'm taking my Tim Holtz retractable needle tool and poking those holes where I made the pencil marks. I'm going to use this to thread some twine into the card front, and then I'm going to tie a little bow on the wreath. And after I did this, I thought, you probably wouldn't have had to poke holes. You probably could just tie a bow with the twine and then glue it on with a glue dot or some glossy accents or something like that. And so, but it's really not that big of a deal to poke 2 holes and thread it. Anyway, it kind of helps me to tie something if I have something I'm tying it to. Have you ever tried to tie a bow and you're not tying it to anything? You're just tying a bow by itself and then you're going to glue it on. It's not that easy. Anyway, so that's besides the point. Now I'm just putting on some foam adhesive and I'm going to adhere that to a standard A2 size white card base. By the way, I'm using Neenah Solar white cardstock. It's my favorite. I use it almost every single card I make. And that's all there is. You got to love this Bountiful Blessings. It's a beautiful new stamp set by Mama Elephant. Thanks so much for joining me and have a wonderful day.